Good afternoon to you. We start with the latest in Diepsloot after the events of the night before. The EFF visiting the family of Elvis Nyathi, who was killed in what we understand was a mob attack in Diepsloot. Our reporter Tondani Takalani there, he joins us now. He's been speaking to the family this afternoon. Tondani, good afternoon to you. What developments in the last hour?
Well, there's been a lot of movement, people coming in and out of the family, basically to show their support and offer their sympathies. And we can now confirm that the widow of Elvis Nyathi has been relocated from this house, which is essentially a crime scene. I mean, blood stains smeared all over the fence and the wall tells a horrific tale of what transpired here overnight. But they're standing right beside me. That is the EFF's Johannesburg chairperson, Rasi Rute, as well as the Zimbabwean African People's Union spokesperson, that's Musongelo Ndlovu. Let me start with you, Spetlele. You, are not happy with the little sympathy you say has been shown to the family, especially from our government.
Thank you very much, my brother. We are not happy about what is happening here, the killing of our brother, but mostly the action of our minister. Our minister came here with many cars. He took a lot of pictures. He was smiling at selfies here, but he never had the guts to come and visit the widow here. We were with the widow. The widow is telling us that, which minister are you talking about? But I'm not surprised, because when you look at the condition now of the road, maybe the minister didn't see it fit to come and travel here. But we are saying again, the minister, the only thing that could have brought the minister here was for the minister to come and report back and say, no, we have arrested all the culprits. But the minister just came, he just took those pictures. In fact, we are saying the minister was here just to grandstand and take those selfies and go back home.
In instances like this, it's very easy to ignore that this has affected actual people. These are real people, this is a real family, and now somebody has been abruptly taken away from them. They still have a life to build after that. But so what are some of the words you shared with the family when you met with them?
In fact, the young widow there, she's very young. The widow there, she was crying non-stop because she was trying to explain to us as to what happened here. It's very touching to realize that that man was just killed because he was here. Because what happened, they are saying those people, they were chasing someone else and then they couldn't find the person, and then they started saying, we want passports and IDs from these people. These people were now scared and saying, hey, we are not in possession of those documents. Then they started trying to hide themselves. You understand? Those people, they were beaten. The widow herself, she was beaten because they said she was telling lies when she was saying, there are no guns here. I'm going to sit down here and you're going to get an opportunity to search each and every corner of the house. They couldn't find anything, nothing, whether a big sword and everything, but they demanded that the widow should now give them 300 rand because they didn't have documents. And then she said, no, I only have got 50 rands. They said, yeah, bring it.
I mean, what you are now saying brings into this conversation a broader perspective of xenophobia, which the Zimbabwe African People's Union say is unnecessary.
We must make it clear that as ZAPU, we do not believe that every South African is xenophobic, but we also appreciate the frustrations of South Africans with regards to the economy and the diminishing opportunities for healthcare and the economy to get jobs. However, we also acknowledge that there is a small section of South Africans who have resorted to violence, who have resorted to criminal activities to try and get redress for the diminishing opportunities. And it is those that we condemn, especially black-on-black violence, especially violence. Any kind of violence against any human being is wrong, but I think black-on-black violence is worse.
A short while ago, we saw the arrival of some of the Zimbabwean government representatives, and you briefly, I suppose, had a conversation with them. What is the sentiment of the Zimbabwean government as it pertains to this particular incident?
We strongly believe that their presence here is an insult to Zimbabweans. We believe that they are pretending to show remorse. Zimbabweans are here primarily because of the failure of the government in Zimbabwe to provide services, to lead. Zimbabwe is led by the most corrupt regime Africa has ever seen. Zimbabweans are scattered all over the world, and a huge number of Zimbabweans are in South Africa, and we appreciate the hospitality of South Africans, by the way. But when the government officials we met here, we confronted them and we demanded answers. And I think the solution here, as much as we need and appreciate the solidarity of our brothers in the EFF and the large number of South Africans, we believe that the solution to our problems depends on the government of Zimbabwe reforming. But more importantly, the government of South Africa and all political players in South Africa must help Zimbabweans, especially in next year in 2023, to hold credible, free and fair elections. And our biggest problem right now is that we need reforms. Diasporans cannot vote, and our problems are political, and our solution must be political.
Okay. I mean, so the South African government would be very quick to dismiss such an incident as xenophobic, right? But now I'm wondering, what are some of the conversations that you have with Zimbabwean nationals who are within the South African borders? If you can keep it very brief, please.
We urge all Zimbabweans who are hospitalized here in South Africa, who are enjoying the hospitality of South Africans, to avoid criminal activities. It is important for us to enjoy the hospitality and ensure that we don't get involved in criminal activities, because that then justifies rogue elements within the South African society to then take the law into their own hands.
Thank you so much for your time. Stephen, there you have it. Some words strong words from those who are representing Zimbabwean nationals who are within the borders of South Africa, and also from the economic freedom fighters who have visited the family to show their support. And, you know, their national leadership will also be visiting the family to offer some support. This includes, they've been telling us, funeral arrangements and some of the necessary support that they may need in the immediate, Stephen.
Tondani Takalani, thank you very much indeed for that update from Diepsloot this afternoon. Do appreciate it.